Hi everyone, thank you all for coming today. My name is Pavan Gowda and I'm the founder of Green Kids Now and the Green Kids Conference. And I'd like to thank you for participating in the 4th annual Green Kids Conference. So I would like to give my sincere thanks to Microsoft for the ongoing sponsorship for this event. I would also like to thank all our sponsors and partners for their ongoing support and encouragement. I would like to give my sincere thanks to all of our exhibitors who took their time in order to share their resources with you. I would like to give my thanks to all volunteers and the overwhelming support from the local community. Without all of you, this event wouldn't be possible. So, here's our agenda for today. First, I'll be talking about what it means to be green. I hear this question a lot, and there seems to be a lack of understanding, so I would like to address it today. We also need to understand the dependencies between our society and the environment. We're facing so many problems because we forgot this important aspect, and today, I'd like to bring it to the forefront. I'll also be proposing my 3 new R's as our path moving forward. So, what does it mean to be green? So you'll hear people saying, I'm recycling, I'm composting, I'm gardening, so I'm green. Well, yes, that is part of it, but that's not it. That's only the beginning. Being green means thinking about environmental care and sustainability in all aspects of life and in everything we do. You'll see in initiatives in your schools or in other organizations that being green is considered a separate task or a special project. Because of this, we now have the perception that being green is an additional task. And you might hear people saying, if I want to be green, then I have to add on so many other tasks. I'm already too overwhelmed with my everyday workload. So if I have time, then I'll consider doing these green initiatives. It's because of this thinking that our society has not progressed that much. So we need to change our way of thinking from it's an additional task to it's incorporated in every part of our lives. Be aware of your actions and consequences and modify your needs in order to incorporate environmental care and sustainability into them. Make it a habit, and soon you'll see it won't be an additional task. So now let's understand the dependencies. So we hear this word a lot, economy, and that everything revolves around the economy. But what we need to realize is that our economy is part of our society. So if the economy doesn't meet the society's needs, then what's the purpose of it? Now, our society is part of the environment. We need to understand this because for the sake of society's needs and our economic growth, if we keep destroying the environment, then it's like testing nature's tolerance, and it will only end in negative consequences. So now I'd like to share with you a Cree Indian proverb that states, only when the last tree has fallen, the last river has been poisoned, and the last fish has been caught, will we realize that we cannot eat money? So let's not wait until it's too late. And let's try to understand and realize these basic dependencies and take action now. So here are the consequences from our past. We have uncontrollable waste accumulation. We have uncontrollable toxic chemicals all around us. Hazardous materials everywhere. Depleting natural resources. Water pollution, air pollution, health issues, increasing greenhouse gases, climate change, extinction of many species, rising sea levels, severe drought, increase in flash floods, and the list can go on and on. So we're all facing these severe issues in our everyday lives. So how do we resolve them? Well, I would like to share with you a quote from Barry Commoner, a leading ecologist, who says, the proper use of science is not to conquer nature, but to live in it. So we should all be part of the solution, and we shouldn't wait for others. every one of us must be part of the solution in order to solve these extremely challenging issues. So now I'd like to share with you the 3 new R's I'm proposing as our path moving forward. Now we've all heard of the current 4 R's, which are reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot. But going forward, these R's aren't sufficient as they only focus on waste management. That's why I'm proposing these 3 new R's, which are rethink, redesign, and restore, with environmental sustainability in the core of everything we do. These 3 new R's will provide us with a new vision and a new set of goals. An example of rethink can be seen in the manufacturing industries. Now, most of the problems we're having today in us not knowing how to use our raw materials properly or dispose of an item properly, like plastics, is because when we were creating these products, we did not consider these things. But we now know from our previous mistakes and our mistakes from our past generation that the right way to create a product is to think about environmental sustainability from the beginning. Most of our current systems and processes are outdated, and redesign is desperately needed in order to meet our current and future needs. Now, some examples of systems that need redesigning are our energy distribution systems, our water storage and distribution systems, and our transportation and communication systems. In order to expand our society, we have destroyed so much. That's why we need to restore nature. We need to increase our conservation and preservation efforts, because remember, what affects the ecosystem will have an effect on humans too. So let's rethink, redesign, and restore with environmental sustainability in our hearts. So my organization, Green Kids Now, has a clear mission. Our mission is to help lead kids to the path of innovation by utilizing the STEM areas, which are science, technology, engineering, and math, while being responsible and caring towards our planet. We are very focused on building responsible innovators, as I believe that environmental sustainability and innovation should not be seen as 2 separate things. Now, one of our efforts in this area can be seen in the inclusion of the Junior Scientist and Innovator section in the Green Kids Conference, where the topics are from environmental sustainability all the way to green living that benefits human health and the environment. So we emphasize that environmental etiquette is the new norm for innovation. Now, I encourage you all to subscribe to our mailing list and participate in all the activities that Green Kids Now organizes throughout the year. You can find the subscribe link on our websites, greenkidsnow.org or greenkidsconference.org. So now I'm very honored to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Daniel Zelis from the Stanford Research Institute's Technology Center for Technology and Learning. Dr. Zelis is extremely patient, and he explains things in a way that anyone can understand. I'm very excited that he's here today, and I can't wait to hear all the tools that SRI has to offer. So please help me welcome Dr. Zelis.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Well, thank you, Pavan, for that really nice talk and presentation. I want to say that Green Kids is doing an amazing work building a sense of stewardship for the environment, and we need more of the work that you guys are doing. There's so much, and what I want to emphasize in my presentation is there's a lot of things that you can do that are interesting. As much as it's a service to the public, it can be fun as well. Science can be fun. The environment can be fun.